All right, welcome
All
back,
right.
you guys. You guys ready to die today?
Always ready to die.
All right,
And
so
that's the bandit dance around the tree again, sure.
all right, so I'm gonna recon all the way back since Kaz wasn't here before. So last time we played with Kaz, uh, you guys made your way across Ky-Rimus to get to the docks in order to join a caravan that's going to go from Gradamere, the fishing dock near Ky-Rimus, to Icewood Vale. Before you guys left, you guys spoke with Anzin. You guys made plans and everything, try to get him to cooperate. And Anzin said he's going to stick around. He gave you guys a journal, I believe, or a piece of paper. I forgot which one. I believe it's a journal, where whatever he writes appears in the journal.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to give you guys information as such. I forgot to tell you guys this last time, which I'm pretty sure you guys would have checked, but I'll tell you when we get into the game.
Yeah, we'll check that as soon as we get out.
Yeah. So you guys made your way. You guys met Aaron, a halfling ranger who was the quote unquote leader of this caravan. She said that she's on various routes and she's not too familiar with most of them. They just kind of have her go everywhere, and she doesn't really care so long as the money's good. And you guys met a shy adventurer named Terry, who loves to uh, take portraits of you guys, drawing you guys and drawing the adventures. While you guys were traveling, you guys met various different encounters. One of which was this big giant who was just walking and was looking for a place you guys haven't heard of. And you guys were a little bit confused, but whatever. He was nice, so you guys left him alone. The next guy you guys met was an old man who gave you something, a collar that had 8 rubies in it, I believe, or something like that. After which, eventually, you guys fought against the bandits that you guys were trying to look for. These were the branded, a group of people who are branded with a mark to signify that they have done something wrong and seek redemption in a sense. But most people just kind of shun them due to the brand. Um, after dealing with them, you guys ended up quote unquote losing the cargo because an earth elemental erupted from the ground and shook you guys and stole
How could
part
I
of the
forget?
cargo. Yeah, I don't know. It's like he fell asleep or something. And then after you guys recovered, Terry, the shy elf adventurer, who was actually crying for most of that fight, uh, puckered up and wanted to join you guys in defeating the branded. When you guys went to the location after you guys charmed one of the branded with a charm person spell, you guys went to the location, found a druid named Quetzal to help you in this fight. You guys went there and you guys found 3 trolls that seemed to be mind controlled by a collar. You guys set them free and made an alliance with them. Once you guys came in to attack the encampment, the trolls did a number on the walls and also soaked up a lot of the damage that would have been dealt to you guys. Um,
Mm.
but you guys took out 37 of them out
Oh
of
my god.
the 44, I believe, that was still there. Before Terry uh, betrayed you guys. You guys didn't know. You guys were kind of shocked. You guys hesitated, and this was the main downfall. The only one who wasn't surprised in the end, technically, was Evol, who managed to detect thoughts on the
Detect thoughts.
yeah on the
Shut up.
the leader of the group, or quote unquote the leader at the time, which was a dwarf. Which you guys didn't know. During his detect thoughts, the dwarf understood who Terry was the moment fireball was erupted, and this is the normal routine they do when they pretend to surrender so that they can lower you guys' guard and then take you guys out, which happened. Before you guys were taken out, Evol managed to somehow change Terry into a tree.
Huh.
And then this is where we played last week. You guys woke up last week in cells, except for Evol. Evol was chained to the wall in a different room, being tortured for information. Though the torture didn't go so great, but I'll get back to that. You guys met a Kenku. A Kenku.
Yeah, Kenku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He only spoke in mimicry, and and he was very fond. See, this is why I thought you would have been very fond of him. I figured you'd be very fond of him, Kaz, but yeah, you weren't here. But he was interesting. He helped you guys get out. He also tried to escape himself. You guys heard various things. One of which was we could use a guy like you at the Mumbling Eagles, which was later known to be a rival guild that rivals Nook and Cranny. Pretty much doing the same thing, but in different ways. You guys don't actually know, but you guys do know that they are a rival gang or a rival guild. You know his name as Volgal, Volgal. Yeah, Volgal.
Oh.
You guys understood his backstory a little bit when you guys went and searched for the dwarven leader. He was pretty much Vogel was bashing his skull in as he was screaming in a female voice in pain and pleading him to stop. So you guys understood that this female voice that he's mimicking was probably someone close to him, and he heard and probably saw her death. So with the torture was supposed to last 8 hours. It was like 5 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Evol not knowing how he changed Terry, who was later known as Toby. How he changed Toby into a tree, he flat out lied with a total deception check of 26. He said, you need 22 guys to dance around the tree for 3 days and the spell will be dispelled. Then, believing that, gathered all their groups, which was 17, 5 less than the total needed, and started dancing. You guys then found 3 guys who was also in the same torture room as Evol, who were pretty much doing the janitor work in some cases, pretty much the low tier job of cutting up the meat for the cannibals upstairs.
Sweet.
They seemed to be scared of the group, so they didn't really help you guys escape. But because of this very, very good distraction, you guys pretty much swam through this place and found your stuff and killed the group, because the group are for some reason gathered around this tree. So this seems like a good place to just drop your AoEs. So you guys dropped your AoEs and killed the group. Also, you guys found a secret entrance in the main building to the north right here, this big building to the north. You guys went down that secret entrance where you guys found the dwarf that was leading the group. He was talking to someone, but you guys failed, or Quetzal failed his stealth check, and alerted you guys. The last thing you guys saw before anything was the dwarf deactivating the mirror that was hanging on the wall. Before you guys were able to really thoroughly investigate the room, Evol accidentally his wild magic surge happened again, and started turning the rooms, decreasing the room temperature before it slowly became a below freezing temperature.
Oh fuck. You're really cold, you guys.
Yeah. I told you guys, but your characters don't notice, so keep that in mind. But it's going to be like that for a week. I only feel like it's fair for Kaz to know, since I told everyone else. But it's going to be like that for a week, but your characters don't actually notice.
It's gonna be cold for a week, or he just has like the unstable.
The room
is going
the
to be
room is going
frozen
to
over.
Yeah.
Jesus
For a
fucking
week.
Christ!
Yeah, and that room had a lot of gold and a lot of platinum and a lot of other stuff in there. But yeah, Uh, After you guys killed the group outside to the south, um, you guys rummaged through the surroundings for stuff, and where you guys found all these bees. The bees are boxes. Within these boxes had a bunch of instructions for these objects that were inside. You guys understand that Gilmore has been sending them experimental items to test on the field, most of which were unsuccessful. One of which was a staff that Evol currently has that seems to operate like a gun. Keep in mind, yes, you can shoot it while prone, but you cannot recharge it prone. You have to be at least standing to recharge it because you have to twirl it in a vertical motion. Other than that, you guys found a bomb that seems to be able to recreate itself after explosion after an hour. You guys also found a javelin that seems to just be able to ignite on fire. But Aldor, being the good-hearted person, and Kaz, you being unable to intervene, decided that the group that were the three guys that were downstairs, they deserve better. They want better. They want to make a utopia for the branded, much like this one, except for much more
much less cannibalism.
less cannibalism. They've promised to do better. They've promised to even check in with the nobles and the queen in Ky-Rimus regularly to make sure that they are on the right track of being a utopia for these people, a form of redemption instead of being shunned by everyone.
We also found the sword of lesser demon summoning.
Oh, right, that's right. Yeah, a sort of lesser demon summoning. If you you deal 1d4 damage to yourself and you summon in that many imps.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
The imps only have 1 HP, but they still have the stats of imps. So, oh no, it was 10 HP. Sorry, it's 10 HP.
That's pretty good. Wow.
So you guys packed the javelin in one of the boxes that was stolen from you guys from the Earth Elemental as proof.
No, we packed up the bomb.
Yeah. Oh, no. You guys packed up the staff because it wouldn't make sense to put the bomb in there or the javelin.
We had a bunch. No, we did because Evol's not giving up that staff.
No. It was the
No,
javelin.
he's talking about the javelin.
The flaming javelin.
It's because of the same overall shape will fit the box.
So you guys put you guys put that in the box and gave it to the branded people to give to Aaron, because Aaron promised you guys if you guys are at Icewood Vale within 5 days, she'll give you your part of the share. You guys gave this to the branded to go get that share and make a name for themselves here. And this is where we left off. You guys currently have Toby, a blue tiefling, currently tied up and being used as evidence to bring down Gilmore. You guys also found another branded guy who came in later. He was the first guy you guys charmed, who seemed to be lost, and I believe you guys returned him to the remainder of the branded to pretty much be the janitor in their place.
Yes.
Alright. So, much like before, I said that you guys would do this. You guys eventually open up the journal, because I'm pretty sure you guys want to know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, it's been a couple days, but we probably should.
Yeah. So, the journal was in Kaz's bag. See, I even had this thing, right? Like you guys would have seen the branded looking through Kaz's bag, and they'd be like, "Who the fuck carries a 15-pound bag with nothing inside?"
Who the fuck carries a 15-pound bag with nothing but incense inside?
No, there's nothing inside. It's a bag of holding, dude.
Oh yeah.
But like, no, you guys decided that they should dance instead. So yeah. Anyways, so in the journal, you guys would read that the mumbling eagles are under investigation. There's reasons to believe that they've hired you guys to assassinate Gilmore in order to overthrow Nook and Cranny. Anzin will be looking in on that. He will be trying to like sneak in and try to get more information. There's been numerous sightings of imps nearby. They don't know the source of these imps, but it's something to take account for. It is distracting the guards somewhat. Kaz is still being searched on high alert. Is needed alive, not dead. Once more, Alejandro Juandísimo is currently in jail for treason for attacking Gilmore. And I believe
Aldor is still an unknown accomplice.
Yeah. I believe that is it. Yes.
Alejandro was just your throwaway character, so you can progress yourself.
Yeah. So
I will get back to Alejandro eventually.
Yeah, that's that's it for the journal.
All right. So we got Toby gagged, restrained.
Yep, and he is not liking it.
He told us where the horses were.
Yes.
So I'll cast Summon Steed.
Okay.
Or we can walk over to the horses.
No, he has his own steed.
Or we can walk over to the horses.
He has his own steed. It's fine. It doesn't matter. He has his own steed.
So yeah, I'll cast Find Steed.
Yeah.
Where did you get your own steed?
He's had this for a while now, Kaz.
I just haven't had too much opportunity to use. Okay.
He did this He did this in the Feywild in order to reach the ceiling.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember.
All right. So there's mine, and Aval. Since Aval's small enough, he can ride with me.
Yeah.
And
so Kaz is carrying Toby on his.
Kaz is carrying Toby.
Okay.
Since I know how Kaz loves prisoners.
Yeah. I do. Love me those prisoners.
So you guys.
Toby will be happy being close proximity to.
So you guys saddle up, and you guys are looking at the clouds. Once more, it was a 2 days travel even on horseback. You guys are looking at the clouds, and it seems that a storm is coming from the east. So in the direction that you guys will be traveling.
But not for that long. Right? Okay.
Wait, what?
So, where are we?
You guys are
I thought we went north.
Nope. Here. Icewood Vale's over here. Ky-Rimus is over here. Gradimir's down here. So you guys did this.
Yeah. Okay, and so Gradimir is the closest town we got.
Yep. And that was a 2 days travel on horse on wagon. If you guys wish to travel at a higher speed, then you guys can probably get there.
Day half.
About a day, but the horses will be exhausted and probably needs help. Physical therapy.
You know what? This was a branded horse, so we don't care about it. Once we get the Gradimir, we can get the Ky-Rimus fairly easily. We can bunker down with our orc friend.
Oh yes. There was an farmer, an orc farmer, at the edge of Gradimir.
The horse did nothing wrong. Poor horse.
So you guys are traveling at a fast speed, or are you guys traveling?
Yeah, we'll hoof it.
Okay, so you guys are hoofing it, and eventually you guys will as the hours pass, there will be a light rain.
All right, just tell me how many encounter rolls.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys cross by the goblins, and they don't really necessarily recognize you, but they try to get around you, and then they recognize Toby, and then they immediately like start laughing and pointing in his direction.
They try to take our wheels.
Well, you guys don't have wheels, so so yeah, you guys would beat the goblins, and that's it. And then you guys will finally get to the orcish man.
Oh, cool. Nothing bad happened.
Yeah, I low rolled. And you guys are traveling fast, so.
Yeah.
When you guys get to the orcish man's house, right now it's like dark.
Just sunset.
You guys knock on his door, and a light peers through the window, and then closes, and then opens the door. You see the orcish man. He's like, "Oh, you guys want to come inside?"
We'd appreciate it if you allow us to stay the night.
Yeah, we need a place to sleep, boy.
All right. Like my father did before me. Come on in.
What time is
Thank
it?
you.
It's roughly like 8 o'clock
PM or AM?
p.m.
PM.
You guys traveled all morning, all day into the night, and you guys finally get to the orcish man's house.
We freaking hooved it.
Yeah, the horses are fucking like dead, pretty much.
Oh my god.
So he's more than welcome to keep them.
And he's like, I thank you. I guess.
We rode them very hard. We have important business to attend to in Ky-Rimus, so
I understand. If you guys are trying to get back to Ky-Rimus, I'm hearing a lot of things over there. A lot of things are going on, and he's talking to you, Aldor. Your friend over there points at Kaz. He apparently is a dangerous man. Are you aware of this?
he's been framed.
You should see my kill count. See how many dwarves I can take out, man.
He opens the console commands, checks his KDA. Apparently only one death. But yeah, he tells you that. You tell him that he's framed, and he's like, "Well, you guys seem like good people, so
That's
Shut up, Kaz.
I'll keep it down low. But if any danger comes to me and my family, you will never see me again."
We'll be out of your hair by sunrise. Thank you kindly.
And so he gives you guys a sorry. He gives you guys these really wet now potato bags, but in means of a blanket. But there is a nice fire that is lit. The family are sleeping in their own room.
Yeah.
And you guys spend the night, and you guys wake up the next day.
Should we keep watch on Toby?
You guys want?
Yeah, that's a great
Probably.
idea.
Okay.
Yeah, we really should do that.
All right. So who wants to take the first watch?
What's my HP like right now? I'm pretty much fully healed.
Yeah. No.
Sorry.
You guys didn't even take any damage really. The dwarf was trying to escape the whole time. He used his Misty Step twice to get away from you guys.
That's right. So down. Oh wait, I used
Used a lot of you used a lot of smites.
I did use a lot of smites. Kaz, you're pretty much fully. You pretty much have all your spells, don't you?
Should.
Yeah, you really didn't cast anything.
So Kaz, you just wanna do 4 hours?
Yeah, that's fine.
And in old Kaz fashion, I remember you missed the vampiric touch on the dwarf, and you're like, God damn it!
Yeah.
All right, so Kaz, you take first watch, and
Kaz is going to do 4 hours, so no long rest for him.
Okay, so Toby is glaring at you. He's also, I forgot to mention this, Kaz. You would know this. The reason why you guys needed Toby is because after rummaging through the desks that were found in the main building, you guys learned that Toby has a magical artifact, a book, that whatever you draw in it, so long as the necessary materials are around, it comes to life for a day.
We made sure to steal that, right?
Yes, you guys have that. And I'm reminding Kaz this because Kaz didn't know. And you understand that this is how Toby made the Earth Elemental. He made the Earth Elemental underneath you guys, and that's why you guys didn't see it when you guys went into the bandit encampment.
Oh wow.
So yes, and Toby is glaring at you, almost seeming like he's waiting for you to sleep.
Hey boy. Yeah, about that.
You know,
Alright.
I vote whoever's on watching
Wait, how-
Toby duty, keep on poking until he can't.
So
How-
he can't see.
Oh no, okay, that's actually a good idea. I'm gonna take a long stick and just like, what do I have? Oh no. Wait,
there
how is
should
he
be a-
tied up?
he's bounded by the arms, right? His arms are close to his chest. His hand is behind his back, also bounded, and he has a gag. Because instead of
He's a spellcaster, so we can't let him have too much freedom.
yeah, so you guys bounded his hand so he can't make signals. You guys bounded his mouth so he can't do use vocals, and he has no materials on him. You guys already checked. You guys took everything but his clothing off of him.
We have the spell book.
Yes, I said
I take his
everything but his
clothing
clothing. In order to do that, you have to unbound him.
I'm not gonna unbound it for that.
Oh, you just want to rip off his clothing?
I'm just gonna
And his
watch.
clothing are bright pink.
Oh yes, his
Okay.
clothing is bright pink because Evolve found it hilarious.
Prestidigitation.
Yes.
Prestidigitation is an awesome spell. What are you talking about?
So you can go ahead. Pretty sure there's a fire poker nearby.
Pretty sure there's a what?
Fire poker.
I don't know if I want to go that far.
I think a stick works fine.
Would you like to say anything to him while you're alone with him, technically?
Not really, because he can't really like respond, right? Because he's gagged and bound.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like he can still
Alright.
mumble, but yeah. So after Kaz's watch, who do you wake up for the next one?
I'll wake up Evolve.
Fine.
Get up, get the
Gets
fuck
up.
up.
All right.
Why
Why
Well,
would you
Just
wake
takes
up
the
the
stick.
kid?
otherwise you can stay the full watch. I just require a Constitution saving throw for resisting
I
the
don't do
exhaustion. Okay, so he wakes up Evolve, and Evolve, you wake up, and Kaz says it's your turn to watch Toby. And then he goes and lays down and sleeps.
Alright, take his stick, go back to poking Toby, and
As
contemplate
as you're
running away.
as you're poking him, he's like,
Very funny.
yeah. And you're contemplating about running away, but do you?
Nope.
All right. So your night is uneventful, and 6 hours for a long rest has passed. So Aldor, you're set and done for spells.
Hell yeah.
Evolve, if you want your 2 hours, you're probably gonna wake up Aldor so you can finish the watch. Otherwise, you guys will continue to trip.
Do you want your spells back?
I don't think I spent any on the.
You spent the
Yeah, I
night
do
at
need my
the store.
spells.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go wake up Aldor. Yeah,
Okay.
and get 2 hours.
All right. So Aldor, you're watching him.
Uh-huh.
You say anything?
Nope.
Okay. So then your watch is uneventful as well, and eventually you guys will all wake up fully healed with all your spells. And then you guys get up. You guys walk outside, and it's still raining. Either it stopped and came back on, or it's been continuous. You guys don't know.
Alright, so we'll take one of the potato sacks and put that over Toby's head so no one recognizes him.
The orc is like, I was actually gonna.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have any other burlap sacks? I'll buy them off of you.
Oh, in that case, just a silver will be fine.
Go ahead and hand him a gold piece.
Ooh, nice. Aw.
and then he just kind of nods and he's like, thank you. And then you. Your horses are still pretty much tired.
We don't need them anymore.
If you guys are gonna walk to Gradamir, it's gonna be about 2 hours walk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess
We
have to
gave
do
the
that.
horses to the art guy anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna walk in the rain for 2 hours.
Are you going to make us roll?
That sounds awful.
I'm just asking. No, I'm just asking. Are you guys gonna walk in the rain for 2 hours, or are you guys gonna take?
My
over?
top hat has a.
You still have your steed. I know that much, Aldor.
Yeah, but is he
We all
going
fit
to?
on your seat, Aldor?
Are you going to be heading to Gradamir today? Because
Not-
he has a wagon, doesn't he?
Yes, he does, but he says not during this storm. Bandits seem to be attacking when you can't see properly.
Fudge.
It's okay, I can kill a few bandits.
Why are there more bandits than people?
Because fantasy world setting.
Yes.
I meant to ask that in character, but alright.
No, that wasn't a character because fantasy world setting. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's easier to generate a bandit than it is to generate a thorough NPC that might give you a quest line.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
So, are you going to make us roll exhaustion if we walk through the rain?
No.
No.
But it'll be 2 encounter checks.
I'm fine with that. How about you guys?
That's fine.
All right.
That's fine. I'll just press to digitate myself warm. While...
Yeah, you could do that. It does help a little bit.
I'd also like to get a second sack, because if they're looking for Kaz, we need to... So here's my idea. We take Toby, but since Kaz is wanted, Kaz, we're going to have to tie you up too.
What?
Only
I will not be held
temporarily.
down by you.
Do you want them to arrest you when we get there,
I think I'd rather have them arrest me when we get there.
Kaz?
Won't they make sure to arrest him when he gets there if he's tied up? Like, they'll know he's wrong? Would it be better to, I don't know,
Okay, so...
change his hair color with prejudice himself?
Yeah, we could do that. But anyways, no. I was going to bring you and Toby in to the Queen, to the court.
Oh my god.
Are you following my plan here?
Yeah, okay.
You get where I'm going at, right?
Kinda. We're gonna assassinate the queen, right?
No! No,
So
because...
we're not assassinating the queen.
We're seducing the queen.
We're seducing the queen. Okay, I can do that.
Alvin, you know where I'm going.
I know where you're going, but give me a moment. What is your intelligence, Kaz?
Very low intelligence.
Yeah, +2. It's decent, but
You have higher intelligence than Aldor.
anyways, so your plan is to go and turn in Kaz.
We present Kaz as a captive since they still don't know about Aldor being an accomplice. Then we reveal all the information to the queen.
Okay.
And then we seduce
Yes.
her. Okay, cool.
Well, if we seduce the queen, all the problems are solved, so...
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
And we'll hit up Kenshi on the way in.
Okay. So you guys are still walking, right?
Yeah.
You guys also have an eternal flame. I forgot about that. in the bag of holding. If you guys wish to keep yourself warm with it, it's only meant for one person. It's only big enough for one person to really keep themselves warm.
I wanted to make a staff with it.
You want to make a staff with it?
I like cap it with it.
Well, can't you just light the staff?
Like the rock, the meteorite itself is like a size of a head. You can't really
So we
put that on top of a staff.
we gotta play hot potato with it.
No. The stone outworks is now cool enough where you can hold it. But the
So we crack it open a little, play hot potato.
well, no, the only reason why it was that hot in the first place was because it just literally fell from the sky.
Alright.
Now it's cooled enough that it's pretty much a decent sized campfire.
Okay.
So whoever wants to hold it for warmth does so, but there's no Constitution save. But I need. I'm gonna roll a D3 out of. Oh no, a D4. Hold on.
About
1D4.
who's in the lead, or
No, who's gonna get hit by lightning?
oh,
Yeah. So Aldor, Kaz, Evol, Terry. It's in that order.
I'm short.
Terry gets shot by lightning.
Oh my god.
And he's all right. He's in pain, but he's all right.
he's seen worse.
You can see, you can't tell if there's tears running down his face or not. It's kind of like that Batman meme when he runs away, you know. But
What? Anyways,
yeah, that was the only thing I rolled. I'm low rolling encounter rolls today, man. So
thank God.
so you guys get.
Guys, you wanna touch Terry up?
I want to what?
You wanna touch him up?
What do you mean?
You know, do the opposite of the suck.
Oh yeah. Do I have to?
Look,
Yes,
Make
you don't
Terry's
have to,
day.
but
looking at the wound, there's this large burn mark on the back of his spine that seems to be from the lightning, and also it seems that part of the bindings that you had on him has been like shattered because of this lightning. He's still mostly bounded. He is still mostly bounded, but yeah.
Okay, well, can I cast Mend on it?
oh yes.
Yeah, you can close the wound up. Yeah.
No, on the rope.
No, on the rope.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah. You mend the ropes back together, and like you can still see like the charred marks on it, but you
They're
understand.
together.
Yeah, you understand
also-
mending that there's together.
I'll also give him a little healing word.
All right, what do you say to him?
The bird is the word.
You're lucky that didn't kill you.
And as your words leave your breath, you can see the restoration spell is taking effect, and the lightning wound is starting to heal. While you're doing the mending, you also see that on the binds of his hands, you can see that he was scratching at it while you guys were staring at him, while you guys were sleeping, but he was unsuccessful at getting it unbound. And you go ahead and mend that back together as well.
Awesome.
You guys would eventually get to Gradamir. Unlike before, there's not too many people walking around, you assume, due to the rain. But you guys will go immediately to the.
I have the handcuffs.
Handcuffs? From what?
The brothel? I have no idea.
I don't know.
Wait, handcuffs from wait.
Yeah, I don't see any handcuffs.
Where'd he go?
I don't know where he went. But he's not talking anymore and he's not muted, so I'm just gonna keep going. You guys get to Gradamir. At this point, do you tie up Kaz or do you leave him? Because since Gradamir is a town located next to Ky-Rimus, you understand they probably get a lot of the rumors passed down.
Hello.
I'm okay with being tied up.
We hear you.
All right. So we'll just pretend to tie Kaz up. Make it look convincing.
Okay, make a whoever's tying. Who's tying?
I guess Aldor.
Okay,
You
make
better
a
be careful with my beautiful hands, Aldor. Jesus Christ.
make a deception check.
Well then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I should be doing the tying, but okay.
16.
Okay. It looks pretty decent. Yeah, looks pretty decent.
Put some minor illusion on that, kid.
Slap some minor illusion on that, Pep.
Sure, I'll put a minor illusion on her shoddy work.
Let's prestidigitation. That's about it. That's all your illusionary spells.
Yeah, that's all I know. Prestidigitation when it comes to illusion spells.
So let's see. You can create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect. A light snuff out candles. It stays clean or soil. You can chill or warm. You can change the color. You can create a non-magical object or trinket or illusionary image that can fit in your hand and last till the end of your next turn. So you would have to keep doing this, otherwise you would just change the color. So yeah, there's really no illusionary effects that you can do.
There's nothing saying that we can't keep on redoing the ropes until they look right, since we're not that much in a rush. But
yeah,
I mean, they look fine.
So if you want to make it better, you can go ahead and roll a d20 plus your.
no, roll natural 1.
What? I don't see your 1.
No, he
That's
said
because I
he
haven't
will.
rolled.
Oh, if you want to roll, you don't have to. You can trust his 16, or you can go with your deception 9.
I guess I'll try and if it screw up, they can yell at.
You also have Tides of Chaos if you want to use get advantage. There's always that.
Sure, Tides of Chaos.
Okay, so 23. So it's pretty convincing. It's pretty fucking convincing, especially to you, Kaz. Like he does tighten it, but then he feeds a part of the ropes into your hand, and he tells you all you have to do is pull it and you'll be unbounded.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's pretty convincing because it is bounded to you as of right now. But all you have to do is pull the string and you're unbounded.
Hey, that's pretty good.
All right, let's go into town.
All right,
Find that.
you guys go into town. Aldor, with your amazing memory, because fuck you, I hate you this way. You find the dock or the wharf, and you go to it, and once more there is a Crown's Guard standing there once more, and you guys understand that the toll for bringing on or for using the boat is a gold per passenger.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, so you guys will cop 4 gold.
I guess Aldor does, since we sort of can't use Kaz's money right now.
Mm-hmm. And the guard does question like who's the man or who's under the bag.
It's a play, don't ask.
He's pointing at Toby because Kaz is doesn't have a bag.
He's wanted for several things, but I believe you'll be debriefed about it from your captain later.
So you're telling me that the two of you and this kid, caught 2 wanted criminals?
Can I speak?
Yes, you can.
All fear the power of the rock.
I took out like 5 of them before they were able to grab me.
Oh.
Neat.
Do you need more hands with you?
No, I believe will still be enough.
Okay, and then he tells you if you need any help, there's the guard barracks is over here.
All right.
and then you guys take the boat ride, and it's a really slow boat ride. Like it's an old man just kind of like rowing the boat, and like he seems to have done this several times, and like he seems unfazed by the rain itself, or if anything, he seems to be almost enjoying the rain. And he does give a nod to you guys, and he's just like, back in my day, we just execute them on the spot, but now we have to go and be like, oh, they did this, they did that.
You better
You know,
watch
the
your
good
mouth
thing-
before I execute you on the spot.
And he
Shut up.
he laughs
Kaz.
at you.
You
Well,
think
this way we could execute even more people.
Keep talking, kid. Eventually, you'll get yourself branded.
I'll come for you
Probably.
and the children.
But eventually, you guys will get to Ky-Rimus.
Let me just step out in 1 second. Kaz, you would make an awesome villain.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no.
He probably is in one of my campaigns. Yeah.
I'm gonna be starting another campaign with some of my friends soon, and I want to be like evil.
Oh, I recommend a build for you, Kaz.
Oh yeah.
It's the luckiest build alive.
No.
You,
but yeah, that one.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. But
effectively, you can re-roll like 4 times in one go.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah, and then like, you could. It's part wild mage, so you can use Tides of Chaos where you get advantage on anything, and also later on in wild mage, which is what Evolve is right now, you have Bend of Luck. As a reaction, I can add or subtract a D4 to any roll.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
My God, that's stupid.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, I want to kill this guy. Nope, nope, nope. Sure. D4, cool, okay. Advantage, that's even better. Okay, he's dead. I want to hide. Nope, nope, nope. Ah, there we go. So yeah, I recommend that. Anyways, you guys will get back to Ky-Rimus. You guys have a long ways to go, but you guys eventually get back.
Yeah, we want to stop by Kenchi's.
Okay, so you go at this time. Let's see, the boat ride. You guys woke up. 2 hours travel. Boat ride was an hour getting here.
It's 10 o'clock.
No.
9, 10
You guys
o'clock.
woke up earlier than that. You guys fell asleep at 8. You guys slept for 6 hours. You guys woke up at 2 a.m.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yeah, 2 a.m. and then you guys came here, so it's probably like...
We probably left about 5 a.m.
Yeah. So you guys are here pretty early. So you guys make your way to Kenji's house. A bunch of the guards are actually giving you quite the look. Even some of the commoners are giving you guys quite the look, especially since you guys have Kaz with you and you guys are heading towards the guardsman barracks because Kenji lives right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys get to the door and knock on the door. There's no answer.
Let's knock again.
You knock again, and a cat appears before the window, and then gives all 3 of you guys a glance, and then goes away.
Was weird.
Wait.
All right. All right. Let's ask one of the guards where the general's gone for the day.
He's currently dealing with this this Juandissimo guy. He's in the dungeon right now.
That guy sounds like an asshole.
Perfect place to take these two then. Thank you very much.
I'll lead you down. You can't just go by yourself.
Of course.
That works.
Of course.
And then he does usher over like 2 more guards to bring Kaz down, because, well, Kaz, it looks like you've seen better days, and the fact that you attacked Gilmore kind of gives more of an alert for them, so they usher you guys down. And eventually, you guys would be dropped off into a room, not necessarily where Kenshi is, but you do see that there are other doors connecting. And within like about 30 minutes or so, Kenshi comes back, and he has a rag on his hand. He's seems to be cleaning his hand, and he looks at you guys. He's like, oh, you guys are. Ooh, who's the guy in the bag?
His identity is better revealed in front of your mother.
Okay.
Perhaps you can get us an audience with her.
Maybe for Kaz, right? This guy.
Both of them, yes.
Okay. So you're trying to defend yourself. So this is evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll send word. Where will you guys be staying so we can find you guys, or you guys can just stay in this looks around this dark place if you want to.
Is this place safe?
Yeah,
We
there's-
trust Kenji. We trust
Yeah.
Kenji.
If you want to stay here, by all means, there's several guards guarding the area. I mean, like, there might be some shady figures down the road, but like,
Are they your men? Can you trust them?
I mean, yeah, I grew up here.
All right. Yeah. Well, we'll stay here and wait until we can get an audience.
Okay. So you guys stay there, and like it takes a while, like a really long time. So you guys have 4 hours to kill.
All right. Well, I guess we're just sitting here, to be honest.
It's been a while since they snuck into the academy.
I'm not going to ask any further questions.
You want to go sneak into the academy?
Probably not.
It's like if you want to from the dungeon. Oh, you guys are.
Wait, am I
here.
still with them, or did they lock me?
No. You guys
No.
are all together. Kenji understands that that you're going to be put on trial, so there's no point of dropping you in jail, especially since he understands that you're also innocent.
That's gonna be one hell of a trial.
Yeah. So do you or do you not want to steal from the academy, Evol?
I'd like to stalk a zone of truth.
Okay, that's fine.
Nope. I'd like to walk up and buy bread from the bread salesman.
Give me bread.
So
The
Evol,
kid has money. He can buy his own bread.
yeah, Evol takes a step out. What do you trade for Zone of Truth?
Locate object.
Okay. So Evol takes a step out and goes to buy some bread, and you see the same Tabaxi guy, not necessarily set up due to the rain, but he is still trying to sell his wares, and he's like, you get the fuck away from me.
Damn.
Walk over to a different stall and ignore him entirely and still buy bread.
Yeah. So you walk over to this other stall, which you would know is a family owned stall. You see there are two kids currently manning the stall, and they have like these different colored bread that they seem to like painted themselves. You actually see one of them's actually practicing with prestidigitation to like change the color of bread to like make it look more moldy and icky, and the sister's just like, ew, stop, and the boy's just like hee hee hee. And then when you get there, you ask for bread, and they're like, okay, this one is 3 gold, this one is 4 gold, and that one is 20 gold.
Damn. 20 gold for bread?
They're kids. They're playing shop.
Oh.
And then the 20 gold one is the moldiest one looking.
Yes, it is.
Stare at them. Just stare.
do you not want and then the boy changes his back to its normal color. That one is 5 copper.
Oh. Wait, the moldy
Give them
one?
5 gold
5
and
copper?
that one.
So he changed the moldy one back to its original state, which is a
Oh.
fresh bread, and he said that one's 5 copper.
Give that one 5 gold and take it.
You give them 5 gold and you take it, and they're like, "Ha, I told you I could do it!" Ah! As you're walking away.
Little shit. Damn.
So you have bread, and then you'll eventually come back. You come back with this nice loaf of bread. Do you want to change the color of it?
Turn it back to the moldiest bread.
Okay. So Evol comes back with a moldy bread, and he's just like, "Hey, sup, guys?" And he's just eating it.
I'm not questioning this child.
Yeah. So eventually the 4 hours comes by, and you guys will start hearing stomping in unison coming down the steps. Before you guys will see 4 Crowns Guard at the bottom of the steps, and they usher you guys outside up the stairs and into the castle.
All right.
You guys are walking into the castle. You guys see this large courtyard area where the rain is still falling, but that's due to the large opening in the ceiling. You know, for this yeah. It's pretty much a garden. And then you guys eventually will get to the throne room, where you guys will see like the large rug leading up to the throne room, which is up about like 15 feet due to steps. And sitting at the top, you guys would see this woman with long blue hair that stretches out further than the feet of the throne. And she's currently wearing like this a battle dress, if you can say. It's a dress that has armor on it.
Yeah.
Lined with gold and painted a sky blue. And she is wearing a crown, and she has emerald eyes. You can tell over the years she has grown wrinkles. Since the last time you saw her, Aldor, she has grown wrinkles due to...
God damn it, what's her name again?
Stress. Eri, E-R-I.
Eri. Okay.
And,
it has been...
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
It has been quite some time, Queen Eri.
That indeed, though I have to say, I don't recognize your face.
To be fair, it has been 26 years. Feywild is such a weird place.
Ah, okay. And you bring to me this Kaz character. And
Yes.
and a masked figure.
Yes, Oh crap! Here we go. I bring to you my friend Kaz to prove his innocence, and this one as I take the bag off to prove Gilmore's crimes.
And the guy, Toby, falls to his knees as you push him forward, and he's kind of like just muffling. And she looks at a guard, and she's like, "Is he here yet? Or is he here yet?" And then the guard checks out the door and says, "No, my lady, but he should be here momentarily." And she's like, "Okay, well, you have a moment of your time to present your case to me before Gilmore gets here."
Oh boy.
I go ahead and take out the documents that we collected from the branded camp.
Mm-hmm. And a guard takes it and brings it up to her, and she starts reading through it. Interesting indeed. Okay.
And I also present the secret compartment papers.
So this man right here, this man kneeling before me, this is Toby?
Yes.
And he was also Terry, Gregory, Bobby. You really need to change your names. and he just kind of like, and she then states, "Yes, I do recognize these names, and yes, these are all the names that had the caravan gone missing, but still making it to Icewood Vale. Every time, these names. So, you have a pretty strong argument. And the fact that he's hiding all these things from me makes me want to believe you."
I present the... We still have the demon sword. I assume we brought the instructions with us.
Yeah.
So I go ahead and present that as one of the artifacts that Gilmore's created. Or one of the items that Gilmore's created.
huh. And then she cuts her hand with it and summons 3 imps, and then they come out, and then they're like, "My lady, what are you doing?" And then she looks at them, and they start like looking around and trying to like investigate what the fuck is going on, and she's like, "No, these one look different, but it is possible he's using a different enchantment." And then before the imps start attacking everyone around that they see, they just turn into a green dust. And she puts the sword on her lap, horizontal.
Yeah.
And she'll say, "I'll take all this into consideration. Thank you. I advise, or no, I recommend that you guys just step aside, maybe hiding behind a pillar, if you wish, to listen to mine and Gilmore's conversation."
Of course. So go ahead and do so.
So leave Toby.
All right.
So you guys go and hide. I'm assuming, unless you guys don't want to.
No, we will.
Well, that's
like a plan.
you. Yeah, I want answers from the other 2. Okay, Aldor.
I will. Kaz doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Okay. So eventually you guys will hide, and you guys will hear Gilmore walking in, and he's like, "My lady, you have summoned me to your quarters. What may this be about?" "This man here. His name is Toby, and I have reasons to believe that you know this man." And then Gilmore walks up to him, and Fix looks at his face. He's like, "I have to say, he does look familiar to me. I might have seen him across my travels, but I can't say for sure that I do know him. His name is Toby, Gilmore, and he says that he knows you." "What? That can't be right." And then ungag him, please. And then they ungag him, and then Toby kind of like spits it. "What do you mean, Gilmore? You don't know me? We made a deal. You were supposed to protect us."
Scum.
And then Gilmore kind of stands up, and he's like, "Okay," and he starts walking around. "That does ring a bell. Supposed to protect you. You know my name?" But I have to say, I know many faces. I am part of Nook and Cranny now, and we see many faces, and we help as much as we can. So I'm not in full control of why you're bounded and gagged. So honestly, I don't know you. Toby, was it? And then she walks forward. And she stands between Toby and Gilmore, and then she holds out the sword. And she says, Do you know what this is, Gilmore?" And then Gilmore looks at it, he's like, "Yes, I've made that. That is, it has a small enchantment. I haven't really come up with a name that's quite flashy yet, but as of right now, it's the Sword of Imps." She's like, "Yes. And it can summon imps, and it is your enchantment. I have papers to prove it. Now this man, this Toby right here, presented me with these papers. So you must know him. Especially since this paper dates about a month ago. So it's been at least a month since you've heard from this man, or at least sent word to this man." Then Gilmore's like, "Okay. But, if so, it's only mirrors of testing my enchantments before putting them in the front lines of this oncoming war that you'll be presenting us. And are you saying that the imps that we've been seeing around town, these aren't part of your blades as well?" "Oh God, no, my lady. I would never do such a thing to this town, this kingdom that you created. Someone out there is making these demons and is trying to just scare the populace." And then she stares at him for a moment, stares back at the blade, and then hands the blade to Gilmore. and she says, I don't want any of these in the front lines. Do you understand? There will be no summoning of any demons whatsoever. I merely only asked for sharper blades and possibly any other means of paralysis. I don't want any bloodshed. I only want to end wars with the least amount of casualties. And then Gilmore takes the blade and says, I'm sorry. I figured these demons were cannon fodder or anything, sacrifice that can be made. She's like, no casualties. He goes, I'm sorry. Now, I'm sorry that I've deceived you. And he looks at her confused. I have an audience with me aside from my guards. The people, or a man who has attacked you, and his guards, or his captors. And she points over at the pillar that you guys are hiding behind.
Alright, I guess that's our cue.
And you guys come out, and he's like,
I don't step out.
you don't step out.
I drag the kid.
You know how a parent does with a child that doesn't want to go anywhere.
Well, you guys, if you resist, you can make a strength check. But it's gonna be hard to beat.
Right, a strength check.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to do so, but it's possible.
Making it 2 strength roll.
It's possible.
I don't bother.
Okay, you don't bother. Okay. So you get pulled out by Aldor, as Aldor's also pushing Kaz. And then Gilmore goes, huh? And why have you hid these 3 from me? And then the queen says,
Queen,
well,
she can do what she wants.
well, yes, I can do what I want, but please wait until spoken to, child. Yes, I can do whatever I want. But also, they have reason to believe that they are innocent. So I figured they have a reason to listen in on our conversation to make sure that what you're saying is true. I don't believe them, not 100%, but they do have a good argument.
Would you permit me to cast Zone of Truth, milady?
She looks around. By all means.
Go ahead and do it, so that way we're all in it.
Okay. So anyone who wants to resist it can roll. DC 15 Wisdom save.
Does it matter with me?
If you want to fail, you can. You can choose to fail.
Since it's a friendly spell.
I'll fail it, sure.
Okay. So you must tell the truth, no matter what. You can't sway yourself or trying to turn the conversation. So if I ask you how old you are, you can be like, well, what's the whole point of telling how old I am? You don't have to actually say it, but when you give an answer, it has to be the truth. Oh, it's a charisma. Okay. So Gilmore rolls.
And I know if they fail.
Yes. He succeeds. He used his legendary saving legendary save to resist it.
I believe our friend Gilmore here does not wish to tell the truth, milady.
The queen chooses to fail. And then she looks at Gilmore and she's like, what are you trying to hide? I've trusted you for so long. What are you trying to hide? And then he looks at her and he says, there are some things, my lady, that I do hide from you. You have enough on your shoulders to bear, and I understand that you are the queen of this land and you deserve to know everything, but for once, let me help you carry this world. It doesn't have to always be your burden.
Do you feel like the things that you're going to hide from are going to show up in this meeting? Is that why you're about going into the Zone of Truth?
Once more,
Protect us.
child. There are some things that I just don't want her to worry about. Anything
I would
I
believe
can
you
handle.
if you said that under the zone of truth and then broke it. But as it stands, you're just a liar. Sorry.
Ooh.
Damn. Kid smacking your dad with all this truth.
And then he looks over at the queen and he says,
Hold on. Did Toby roll for it or did he?
"Oh, right. He failed."
He failed.
Yeah,
All right. We can ungag him. Oh, he's already been ungagged.
yeah,
That's
he's
right.
already been ungagged. And then he looks at Gilmore looks at the queen and says, "My queen, I'd like to silence the child. He seems to have disrespect among us, and I only mean to suggest to him that he shouldn't speak anymore."
Quick question before you're silence me. What was the contract you signed with him?
The queen?
No, asking Toby.
Oh,
He failed the zone of truth. Like, hey, what was the contract you signed with Gilmore?
before the queen says anything, she looks like she's about to tell Gilmore something before Toby states, "You were supposed to protect us. The branded. We trusted you. You would armor us with weapons that the queen couldn't even put her hands on. You promised us glory. You promised us redemption. You promised us a home. These three destroyed it. Where were you when my men were dying? Where were you in all of this? Huh?" Gilmore
He
doesn't.
tells the truth, milady.
Yeah, Gilmore doesn't say anything. And then she looks at you, Evolve, and says, "I suggest," and she will casting suggest on you. "I suggest for the rest of this meeting, you do not speak unless spoken to. Make a wisdom saving throw."
Why wisdom? Why not charisma?
Nope.
For the rest of the meeting, you have to follow this. So you cannot speak unless spoken to. And then she looks back at Gilmore, and she says, "What do you have to say about that? Why are you funding the branded?" And then Gilmore goes, "They seek redemption. And every town in the far off reaches of your land just abandons them. Someone has to house them. And if I don't, then, well, they attack your people. I don't want that." And then she looks back at
Point
Toby.
at Toby going,
Yeah.
right, and nod head.
Yeah, she looks at Toby and she says, "Toby, is this true? Do you not attack people while under his contract?" Toby furrows his brows like he's angry. He says, "No. We eat the innocent."
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god.
And then the queen seems to be a little bit distraught and walks back to her throne, seems to be thinking. And then Gilmore looks at you guys with eyes of just like, "You sons of bitches."
We did it, boys.
Give him a cheerful wave.
And then she puts her hands up. And then points back at Kaz. You, sir.
Huh?
Why did you attack Gilmore?
Yeah, we're under zone of truth.
Yeah, you have to say the truth or sway the question.
He was attacking my friends, and I couldn't allow that to happen.
That's not the truth.
Yeah, we did strike first.
Anzin was the
I
first.
didn't strike.
Anzin was the first one.
Remember, I came into the room, and the fight was already going on.
Yes. No. Everyone was already in the room at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Anzin.
But
Anzin was the first one to strike.
I had actually, we were just talking to Gilmore, and then I went to use the restroom, and I came back, and everybody was like, "Oh, by the way, we're fighting Gilmore," and I was like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah. So, okay. So I can tell you right now, what you're saying is not the truth. So once more, Anzin was the first one to strike. Plague did threaten Gilmore, though. So you can rephrase what you said, but what you said was a lie. Therefore, Kaz could not have said it.
Character, can you comment on how you knew Gilmore was part of the local underground or something?
Yeah, we had Plague with us, and he was telling us how shitty of a guy this guy is, and then all of a sudden he's leader of Nook and Cranny, so we had to take him out.
That'll work.
And then Gilmore goes, "Plague was an old accomplice of mine. He merely..." Stop.
You deceived him! You used him in literally his entire life!
Now, it has come to my attention that this Plague man is on the run.
You literally used him for years of his life he didn't live because of the time change.
And now it's come to my understanding that Plague is on the run. If you guys know him, I trust that he will.
Gilmore didn't know about that.
He will follow you. But I would like to know his side of the story of this. But as of right now, you're unbounded, and you see that your binds just become undone, without you actually pulling the string.
Ooh.
And then she goes, "Guards, from this point onwards, until he strikes another crime, he is proven innocent."
Yeah.
Oh.
And then,
Alright.
and then Gilmore puts his hand behind his back, standing up proudly. "And what do you say about me, my queen?"
I feel like I should be preparing to dispel magic.
You want to do dispel magic? You can't because you haven't been spoken to. It's a verbal. It's to dispel.
Dang it.
I'm sorry. And then she says, "I would like for you to return back to the dungeon which I found you. You'll be comfortable, but you'll be detached from the world until further investigation is complete." And then he takes a bow and a flourish. "As you wish, my lady." And then turns around and walks to a guard, and the guard escorts him out.
If I may, your queen.
Yes.
I believe that leaves nothing without a leader. There are a certain halfling who would be more than happy to take that spot.
Oh, ho, ho.
Oh, Anzin. No, he's doing better things right now. KC will watch over. I will also send one of my trusted guards, or maybe Kenchi. He was quite fond of that place to watch over. But until then, Nook and Cranny is safe. You have no worries. I would like to say thank you to all of you for opening my eyes, including you, child. And then she removes the suggestion spell from you, so now you can speak. Whenever.
Seduce the queen.
As of right now, I have no rewards to give, as the trial is still ongoing. But you guys are free, man. I can give you a week's night stay in any inn that you see fit.
I believe Frost Giant is fishing.
Frost Giant it is. Be gone. And then she sits back at the throne and starts looking through the papers again as you guys are leaving.
Alright.
So you guys leave
Political campaign.
for now.
So who wants?
For now.
Yeah. We should not rest until this man is killed, though.
He either breaks out or has a device that might control the queen. What are the two?
Sounds about right. But
I can hear Alvin in the background, like, oh fuck, they know.
Shit. What are you talking about? There's a boulder there now. No.
Somebody say bold.
The boulder. So yeah.
anyways, let's investigate the imps that's going on. Then that seems like an important plot device.
Okay. Basically, this is the downtime part of a D&D session.
Yeah.
You guys have a week to do whatever the fuck you want to do before the trial continues and whatnot. Again, you guys have a week's stay in the inn for free.
So wait, am I still on trial? Am I like out on bail?
You were proven innocent.
Oh, awesome.
You're free to go.
Yeah, let's talk about Anson.
You go to his house, and Mato, his wife, tells you that he's not home.
Where did he go?
You know, he seems to just sneak out whenever I'm sleeping.
I mean, you told me her build, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So don't worry, if he ever comes back, I will kill him.
Please don't. We do like him, believe it or not. At least he was old. I don't know. Some of us went drinking with him a couple times.
Yeah. Anyway, she doesn't know. And I can tell you right now, within the week he doesn't return.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
How about Kenshi and Yuka?
So you go over eventually to Kenshi. What would you like to talk to him about?
Tell them about how I was kidnapped by these strange men and then went on an
right,
adventure.
Oh. Oh boy. Ah.
I haven't seen a doctor.
Yeah, no, it was weird seeing you in a dungeon with them. I was actually quite concerned, but I just figured you knew them and everything.
He showed up and he's proven his youth. If he wants a home, yeah.
The cat hops onto your shoulders, Evolve. And Kenji's like, oh, okay, well, be mindful of this kid. He means a lot to me. I've known him for quite some time now. So that also means that if anything happens to him, I will stop at nothing to get you guys arrested.
I've been arrested to death this week. Thank you.
Yeah, you want to get arrested again? He actually does like the finger guns and everything.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
and then he says he does give you guys thanks. He says thank you for dethroning Gilmore. Apparently I'm going to be watching over Nook and Cranny. It's quite a feat for myself, I have to say.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I have no one but you have no one but yourselves to thank.
Yeah, thank me.
Kenji claps for you.
Alright, so got Kenshi's thanks. Should
Uh,
we go check up with Keisu? Maybe she heard where Anzen was going.
okay. So you go to Nook and Cranny, and you see that Nook and Cranny is a what? Okay, thank you. So you see that Nook and Cranny is bustling more than ever. Seems to be that after the innocent or after that part of the trial, more people wanted to join Nook and Cranny, and you eventually get word that Keisu is in the studies, and you'll go upstairs where you guys found Gilmore last time, and you see you would see Keisu putting all the rugs, like the bear rugs, the pelts that were on the ground, into what seems to be a storage box. And she's like, "Oh, good, you guys are here. Can you guys help me out taking down all these animals?"
Well, yes, we do because we were forced into it, and we don't want to piss off Keisu.
And yeah, you guys take down all the animals and everything. And she's like, eventually you guys will ask about Kenshi or Anzen, and she's like, "Are you kidding me? That motherfucker disappeared again?"
Son of a bitch. So no clue where he went?
Nope.
Alright, fair enough.
Well, actually, there is a clue. You just overlooked it. In the journal, he said that he was gonna investigate the mumbling eagles.
Oh. Do we want to go look at that point of interest or not?
The mumbling eagles.
It's a
Wait,
rival guild of Nook and Cranny.
It's the idea of player. Maybe we should go look at it, but as a character, Anzen's doing his thing. Maybe we should trust him on it.
More adventure. Let's go.
No,
I don't know. Anson.
Anzen's
My
not there.
ancient blood calls to it.
well, perhaps we should go investigate a dragon.
Keisu then
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Keisu then pulls out a Nook and Cranny symbol, and she holds it out and says, "You guys deserve this. If you wish to join Nook and Cranny, it's always free right here for you."
Oh, we'll each take one.
Do you guys? Do you guys?
Wait, what is it again?
It's a Nook and Cranny symbol,
Yeah, I'll take one.
signifying that you're part of the Nook and Cranny now.
What does it look like?
It's
It's
a
a-
little wooden totem with K and C on it.
In halfling.
So I should glue it to my top hat?
You probably shouldn't if we go investigate the Mumbling Eagle. But yeah, go for it. We'll get you
What
some
has-
sovereign glue for it.
Alright, that works. I'll take that one.
All right,
Alright.
so you guys would eventually get to the Mumbling Eagles.
No,
Any- Oh, what? No, because I heard Mumbling Eagles. If you guys want to do something different, say it now. I heard Mumbling
yeah.
Eagles.
I heard something about a dragon.
Oh, dragon.
Yeah.
I heard something about a dragon too. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys want to investigate a dragon. Okay, what's the investigation you're leading, Aldor?
First, I'd like to do some more research on Tiberius Stormwind.
Okay, Tiberius Stormwind. Give or take about 2 days. You do more work on him, and he loves creatures of all shapes and kinds, mainly humanoids. He's written several books about them. He does have some knowledge about dragons, which you've already read some of his books.
Mm-hmm.
And he is currently last seen. Let me see. What town is it? He was currently last seen in a small kobold village to the southeast. Yes, southeast.
Fucking kobolds.
But that book was published 5 months ago.
Okay, so he's probably somewhere else, and if we're lucky, there's people smarter than kobolds still at the village that will lead us to that. But what is that? 3-4 days travel?
To the kobold village?
Yeah.
On horseback, that'll be 2.5.
We can and get back in the trial now.
Wait, what? And it's a week till the trial.
5 days.
Yeah, right now five days till the trial because it took 2 days of investigating Tiberius.
Damn.
How about we not miss the trial because I still
Yeah.
expect this guy to escape,
Yeah.
or mind control the queen, or summon 1,000 imps, or something horrible like that.
Oh, also within those 2 days, no imps have been summoned.
That would be badass. If he like summons a 1,000
Coincidence?
All right,
We gotta
have
fight
no
every-
imps been summoned, or have no imps been seen being summoned or
Seen.
shown up?
Okay.
No imps have
No
been
imps. No
reported.
imps have been reported. There we go.
That makes it worse. They're hiding. They're all in a warehouse. It's all.
Alright, so.
Thank you.
Alright, we determined
Thank you. Thank you very much.
we would rather get more information from him. Can we do some research on rare metal? Rare materials.
Rare materials. Okay. Looking through. Unless if you guys want to try to expedite this, you guys can roll. Otherwise, I'm just going to give you X amount of days pass, and then this is what you know.
Nah, we'll hit up the library and hit Smithies.
So
I'll roll for it.
Yeah, you roll for it.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. What am I rolling?
This one will be a general intelligence.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
So no additional modifiers, just intelligence.
2. Nope.
2. Nope. So Aldor, you're looking around, and you get lost in the library. And Evol, you're looking for rare materials, and the most powerful material known to this world as of right now is the emerald. That seems to be placed all throughout this kingdom, especially in this main Ky-Rimus. But for some reason, only the queen understands and knows how to control it. But no one else understands how. Aside from that, the different materials varies depending on you want to enchant it or you just want raw straight up damage. So yeah, that's what you get.
Because we're going to need something strong to kill a dragon.
No, you got to evolve. You just turn it into a tree.
That's actually a possible action. Yes. I should keep on.
Nah, it's a dragon god. He probably has some legendary resistance or something.
It probably has 3, maybe 5.
Yeah.
Just expecting the dragon to go, Chaos Mage, don't want to deal with this, and fly away.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Alright. So we got that information.
Did I hear in the background, no, stop struggling? Is that
Yes.
what was said? What was
Yeah.
that?
Just
My girlfriend's trying to catch the guinea pigs.
Well, stop struggling!
Can we look up smithies or smiths? Really famous smiths.
Okay. Expedite this
Blacksmiths.
or X amount of days.
Let's try.
Okay, this will be the end of 1 day.
19.
There is a blacksmith to the far north, hidden in the mountains of what was it called? God damn it! What are these mountains called?
Dirt.
Can't really say it. I should really just name these myself. So I'll just say Barkham.
Barkham?
Yeah, crags.
Okay.
There's a blacksmith located in those mountains. Seems to be of legendary proportions.
There's another pinpoint.
One of the pictures actually depict a blade being passed down from generation to generation, and then eventually killing a dragon.
That's perfect. That is perfect.
But wouldn't that be an heirloom at that point? I don't think we
No,
can
no,
just
no.
go around
So-
and take it.
What I'm trying to say is this blacksmith made this blade that killed a dragon.
Oh,
All right.
right, awesome.
Then, how about some dragon burial sites?
Okay, this will be the next day. Once more expediting or rolling?
We're going to roll. Aldor don't know.
Okay. Yeah. To your understanding,
Tui knows.
Aldor, dragons don't die. You can't kill one in the first place. No, I'm kidding. But Evol, you would know.
Of course,
Yeah,
it's dragons.
yeah, it's dragons. It's fucking dragons. There are some burial sites for dragons. Usually when or not necessarily burial sites in per se. It's just when a dragon passes, it's usually in its nest, unless it was in combat. If a dragon dies during combat, usually humanoid bystanders like humans, tieflings, elves, dwarves, whatever, whenever they see a dragon that has died in combat, in the old times they would bury them on the spot where they died. Nowadays, people kind of harvest them.
Look, the corpse, look.
So we're on day 6,
No, you guys are on day 4 currently.
day 4.
Yeah.
All right.
No, wait, 5.
Uh,
5. Sorry, 5.
Okay.
5.
So Kaz, should we? Because I feel like getting Kaz his mask back is also pretty important.
Is there any way for sorcerers to learn new spells in this run? Or
No, not necessarily.
okay,
And
Uh,
because like in the 5th edition, they just kind of learn it, you know. But you could start doing research for other means. Like you can try to create magical items if you really wanted to.
Oh, can't I read? Oh, you know what? I can read like scrolls and whatnot too, so I can like learn new spells that way or something. Like,
No, just
it was
just
like, well, not learn new spells, but like use them.
yeah.
anybody can use a scroll.
Anyone
Well,
anyone with magical capabilities can use a scroll
Anyone with magical capability?
of that class. So like for example, Revivify, only Kaz can use it, because I don't think paladins learn it.
We don't.
Yeah, if it's not on your spell sheet, it's not there.
Oh, yes, we do.
Oh, you do?
Third level.
Okay. So yeah, so you two can use it, but Evol can't.
Okay. fair
Yeah.
enough.
So if it's on your class sheet, you can use it.
Oh, did you want to create scrolls, Kaz?
No,
Oh,
can
You-
I do that?
yeah,
you
but it costs money.
You can try.
I got a lot of money.
It costs money equal to the amount you need the materials, and it takes like 10 gold per spell level. And I believe you have to exhaust the spell slot as well.
On top of, so 10 gold per spell level, right? And then an additional gold for additional golds for the materials needed to actually make the scroll and hold the spell within the scroll.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Right.
Plus, I don't have a lot of materials.
You have a shit ton of incense.
I don't think that counts.
I mean, think about it. You can make scrolls of mass healing word.
Oh my God.
Why? When you can do a scroll of mass cure wounds.
Same thing.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, I feel like we should, because we do want Kaz to get his mask back, because that was a pretty nice mask,
Okay,
and it was taken away fairly early.
so you guys are going to try to look for a Church of Azell?
Azell sites or blood pools or something.
Okay. How do you want to try to find it? You guys just want to like look for maps or keep reading through the library?
We can multitask.
Okay. Who does what?
Kaz, you want to look for books?
Yeah, I'll look for the books.
All right,
I'll
go
look
ahead.
for the maps.
All right, so roll intelligence for books, charisma for maps,
Hell yeah.
because you're asking people for maps.
Okay, so I'll go ask people for maps too.
Okay, so charisma for you too.
16.
Yeah.
Does Kaz get advantage since it's his god?
Wouldn't it be a religion check?
That is
Oh
true.
yeah, it would be a religion check. Good point. So yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage too, because it is your god.
Okay. Let's
So +6, 2d20s +6.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you guys are. You guys are
Slash R. Slash R. Slash R.
How did, wait.
You put a dot.
Sorry, my girlfriend has her makeup on my desk and I have to like lean over.
Just knock that shit off. It's not like it costs like
Knock that
$1,000. 23.
23.
Okay, so with your guys' charisma checks, you guys talk around and everything, and especially now that you guys are part of Nook and Cranny, you guys can also go there and just look at everything.
That's true.
You guys will find several towns in the distance, probably like 3 or 4 towns, and it's just scattered across the this world that has churches of Azell within them. I have yet to come up with names for it, but there you go.
Thank you.
Kaz,
You probably want
Kaz.
to put those down in your notes.
Kaz, in the books that you found, you know that there's a underground dwarven kingdom, and right underneath that there's a church of Azell. So you gotta go pretty deep, but there are ruins, ruins of Azell scattered across the world that's no longer being handled. Some of which are nearby, about a day's travel walking.
Why is everything so fucking far away?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But we can rent horses.
And this is just walking a day.
Yeah.
So if you get a horse, it's about half a day, and then you get there.
Oh my god. How many days till the trial?
This is day 5.
Oh, right. Sorry. Good.
So yeah, that's plenty of time.
Oh look, you look cute.
Do we want to go do that, Kaz? That's plenty of time. It takes half a day to get there on horseback.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
All right.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, we'll go do that, Alan.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
finally stop writing.
Yeah, sorry. I just realized I could change music. Well, since you guys are doing this, I'm like, oh, church music. This is great. So, you guys take a ferry back. So each one of you guys have to pay a gold again to ride the boat across.
All right. Do we get a Nook and Cranny discount?
No.
Damn it.
So each one of you guys paid a gold, and you guys will get across. Once across, you guys start making your way to this location, which is located to the east. I'll get there eventually. Just let me deduct the gold.
Then find rent horses, or I'll use summon steed.
So you guys can move to the map now.
So we only need one for Kaz.
So you guys get to Gradomir, right? And then you'll travel eastward up here into like this almost desert-like area. You can see now. Oddly enough, in this area, it seems to be almost snowing sand. Like sand is just slowly falling from the sky, and it's
Jesus.
That is flipping weird.
yeah, it is weird. And
Well, it's a desert, right? Makes sense. Desert.
you guys.
Oh, that spot where it says Desert of the Lost.
What? No, you guys are the A over here, dude.
Oh, okay, my bad.
To the east. Never
Desert
eat
of the
soggy
Lost.
waffles.
No, I saw the other lake and thought that's where we were.
No, you guys over here. You guys are the A.
Okay.
So with your search, it takes about a good portion of the day before you find the church itself. Walking into it, you can see that it is crumbling. There are several broken vultures, and you understand that this is the depiction of Azell.
I would like to use my divine sense.
Okay. Using divine sense, you don't detect any fiends, creatures, celestials.
Undead.
Undead you do.
Okay. So
Yeah, sorry.
dead. Nice.
Yeah, undead you do. You get
Okay.
about. Does it tell you numbers? Like a
As
ping
an
for each
action,
one.
I sense until the end of my turn. I sense the type and type location if it's not behind total cover.
If it's not behind total cover.
Uh-huh.
Well, I already told you. They are behind total cover right now, but I already told you, so. That's within 60 feet until the end of my next turn. I can sense the type and location if not behind total cover. So yeah, I already told you. There's several. Some of them are underground. About 6 of them are underground, and 4 of them are on the surface, improperly buried. Once in the church, you can see that there are burn marks, as if like something came in here and burnt this, and like there's like a large hole in the roof, where you can probably see this creature that burnt this church probably burnt from up here.
So
And
a creature did this. Jesus Christ.
yeah, and the roof, the hole itself that this creature made is roughly about like 15 feet diameter. And the church is completely destroyed. You can see that they did have this pool of blood in the center, but over the years it has completely dried up and became empty.
Jesus Christ. It's probably like a gross, like brown color from all the congealed blood.
Probably.
Yep. So this place was a flop, but that figures.
Yeah.
Do we want to
Maybe
stay around?
there's a hidden compartment and stuff underneath it. That they always hide things in churches.
Kaz, use your religion with advantage, maybe.
No, because he didn't know the process of the bloodbath. He's only been in it twice.
Yeah,
No,
and I
once.
was just like, hey, there's
But
some blood
he-
in there. I'm just gonna walk in there.
He is a Azell disciple, so he would know something about how the churches were built.
Yeah, but
Right.
I'm not gonna give him advantage. But,
All right,
yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, because I want to roll to see if I can like, if there's any like hidden compartments I would know about. Plus, what'd you say? +6 for religion?
Yes.
Jesus Christ! Yeah! Yeah!
Okay. So, having been in the bloodbath once, you understand that there's only one way to harvest blood. Aside from that, you know the reason why the undead around you is still alive. It's due to the fact that their souls are still trapped here. Azell has yet to receive these souls.
Like, we gotta do some cleansing, boys.
Aside from that, any hidden contraptions? No.
All right. It'll make Azell happy, Kaz, and we haven't really fought in a while. This whole scenario.
You know, it's funny because right as you say that, I'm gonna have to leave.
Oh.
Well, I can say that you guys are pretty much decked out to actually fight undeads. You guys are pretty fucking good right now, especially with Aldor, who can fuck shit up with undeads. You can control undead.
I deal an extra D8 when I smite.
Yeah, so
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
So you guys are pretty good. You guys would eventually kill off all the undeads.
Yay, expedited.
Yeah, just
Woo.
speeding this up because Kaz is leaving and I don't want to come back to a fight.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. You go back to the church and like the well that held all the blood, it's clean now.
Wow.
Oh, that's weird, but okay.
But
We did Zizella solid.
yeah.
So
You guys know the locations of the towns that the churches are held in, so there's that. But this one, it looks like this well needs a lot of blood before it becomes a pool.
all right, that's quite
Aldor,
unfortunate.
would you like to contribute to the cause here?
We're going back to Ky-Rimus.
Alright, we'll
He
get
doesn't
back
look
to this pool
like-
that needs blood.
All right. So yeah. So you guys head back to Ky-Rimus, and then we'll come back to the trial. So yeah, see you guys next week.
Oh, I want to.
Alright, see.
I wanted to say, yeah, next week is Christmas, right?
Oh, right. The week after.
Yeah.
Week after.
Yep.
So,
That's right.
Week after.
Depending on how things go, I may or may not be able to play for 2 or 3 weeks because I'm going to be moving.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, so.
No worries.
I'll let you guys
We'll
know
see
how
you
it
when
goes
we
per
see you.
week. Yeah, I'll let you guys know
Alright.
how it goes per week.
All right, take it easy.
Okay.
All right,
Oh my
bye
goodness.
bye.
Where's my mouse?